welcome to the Back Porch Kitchen. My name is Lindsay, and I'm a stay-at-home mom of 4 kids who juggles mom life, wife life with having multiple chronic illnesses as well as cancer. We post here every Sunday at 5 p.m. Eastern Time, so I hope that you'll join us. This vlog in particular is about how I do our weekly menu planning and also grocery shopping for a large family, a family of 6, so hope you enjoy. Okay, y'all, so when I'm getting ready to do my meal planning and actually my grocery orders, I do all of my grocery orders online via the Walmart app. So I have my phone up here. I'm sure I could do it on my computer too. No idea how. I use what I always have on me, which is my phone. So I always do it via the Walmart app. I actually haven't been inside a grocery store to do grocery shopping, and I could not tell you how long. So usually when my dad comes out to take me to chemo every week, I will have him swing by Walmart and pick up my order. So you will likely never see a grocery haul on this channel, just because I'm going to be honest, I really do not have the energy, or I don't want to dedicate any of the little bit of energy I do have to getting all the groceries inside the house from the car, arranging the groceries in any semblance of, in any sort of organized manner on the table, going through all the groceries we have, and then putting them away. It's just probably not going to happen. Right now, our system is that my dad will usually show up with the groceries, and usually my husband is home by that time from work. So he's amazing, and he'll bring in all the groceries, and then my mom and I will put them all away. If I'm having a really hard day, which happens frequently, my mom will put them all away. She's amazing. So I figure in lieu of that, what I do is I can show you kind of what I do when I do grocery orders. And one of the things I do is I always go through my pantry and my fridge and freezers. I have 2 fridges, one in our laundry room and one in our kitchen. I just kind of go through and see what we have, and I make kind of meals. I put together meals in my head, which I do also have a note on my phone that has kind of running meal ideas. And this is one of the notes. I have many. And then I can just kind of pull from the notes that I have in there and put some meals together for the week. So I have a toddler. He's 18 months old, and he is going through a crazy sleep regression right now. He was up at 4 a.m. this morning. It's not a good time. I was actually supposed to be going to support my cousin who makes amazing pottery. I'll link her information down below. She makes kind of like not your grandma's pottery. So it's kind of modern and fun and quirky and beautiful. She does an amazing job. I recommend you check out her website, do some shopping, and I'll also link her Instagram page below. She's absolutely amazing. I was supposed to go support her at a market she was doing, but my dad actually has some issues with his back. He has some discs that are herniated, and he's in excruciating pain. We had a hard night with the baby, or the toddler, and then I'm in pain. And so we just couldn't go support her, unfortunately. So I'm sad about that. But I figured I would film this in the meantime and make myself useful. So I always get bread. We always have bread in the house, multiple kinds of bread, all the bread. Every bread in the world is at our house. So I always have some like sandwich bread. One of the things about use the Walmart app or any kind of grocery app is that you can place an order for something, but if they don't have it, they'll just not give it to you. Sometimes they'll do replacements if they have a good substitution, but you'll see I have some frozen, I don't know if you can see, hopefully you can, frozen fruit. I make smoothies. I try to do them every day just to get some good fruits and vegetables. I use a V8 healthy green drink that has no added sugars in it, some yogurt, things of that nature to try and get some nutrients in me. So, and we always have baby pouches. My son loves them, and he has kind of a sensory thing with touching foods. So if it's the least bit wet or slimy, i.e. most fruits and vegetables, he does not want to touch it. So we still are on pouches, but we're going to be trying to get him off those soon. Always have bananas. He loves bananas. We love bananas. Cabbage, onions. I always try and keep a variety of onions because they all have different flavors and they're good in different recipes or different, meals. So I always have a variety. Always have tomatoes. The cherry tomatoes plus like a good slicing tomato. And that's because one of my favorite breakfasts is either salt rising bread, which is kind of a mountain special. It's especially the only place I've ever had it is West Virginia, which is where my dad was born and raised. Someone on the mountain he grew up on made salt rising bread. It's delicious. It smells disgusting. It smells like feet when you're toasting it, but it's amazing. It's so good. But salt raisin bread, or now, since you can't really get that anywhere but West Virginia, sourdough bread toasted with a fresh, and it's a little bit of butter on it, then freshly sliced tomato with some salt and pepper. That's one of the simplest but most delicious and refreshing breakfasts, especially in the summertime. So I try to always keep some of those slicing tomatoes on hand. I drink a lot of sparkling water. I have issues sometimes getting enough fluid in. I get dehydrated really easily. Sparkling water just helps me. You also see, I ordered a hydro jug. I was influenced, welcome to Instagram and social media, just so I could see how much I'm drinking. And I try and drink at least one of these a day. And I think it's like a half a gallon. So I try to go through one of these a day. They're not super expensive. Obviously it's a luxury, but I like it. I always get, again, a lot of fruit. So pineapple, I love pineapple. I do get some like Healthy Choice, Smart Ones, breakfast and meals just for my husband. So if I'm not able to make him breakfast, which I usually try to on a weekly basis, I'll make him a bunch of breakfast for the week. But if I'm unable to do that, he has something to take with him. And also for lunch, there's the V8 Healthy Greens. It's not bad at all. I don't know that I would drink it on its own, like take a shot of it, but you could. I just put it in with my smoothies and it's great. Again, a whole bunch of breakfast. I always keep chicken nuggets on hand because, hello, 4 kids. The toddler loves them. All kids love chicken nuggets, right? So chicken nuggets. My husband loves the spicy pork sausage patties. So I usually, any kind really. He's not super picky. So we always keep those on hand. My son, the toddler, loves sausage links. So keep those. I tend to make my own biscuits, but I always keep on some buttermilk biscuits, like just frozen ones. You can use Grands. I don't like Grands biscuits all that much. I know that's a controversy. I can hear like gasps around the world. I'm not a huge Grands biscuit person. These, see if I can point to it and film it. This is challenging, taking all my brain cells. These Great Value frozen buttermilk biscuits actually taste kind of the closest to homemade biscuits that I've had that you can get in a store. And they're a lot cheaper than Grands. But these specifically taste pretty close. I mean, for, a store-bought, but it's a lot closer to a homemade biscuit than Grands. I feel like you can taste kind of the artificial flavor in Grands, and I don't like that. I try to always eat like a Splenda or something in my coffee because I drink coffee every day. Half and half for my mom. That's what she uses in her coffee. Some sugar-free coffee creamer. I'm not a brand person. There are a couple things that I only use a certain brand of. That's usually like dish soap, things. But overall, I go for what's cheapest or what's on sale. That's kind of how I operate. Potatoes, again, I always keep those on hand. My toddler loves like fried potatoes, so potatoes with peppers and stuff, and he loves those. So again, some more baby food. There's a sourdough. Honestly, the Freshness Guaranteed, which is the Walmart brand, pretty good. It has a nice, you can taste the sourness. You can taste the sourdough starter. A lot of store-bought sourdoughs you can't. It's like slightly tangy. This is like a nice, good, authentic sourdough taste. So I like it. Lemons, I usually keep lemons. I like to put them in my water. Some bone broth, some frozen vegetables. We love Brussels sprouts in our house, so I like to roast them. Again, just some more tomatoes. I do fill up like kind of as I use things in my pantry. Like for instance, I know I used a can of diced tomatoes this past week to make a really good crock pot, like kind of an Italian shredded chicken crock pot meal. Delicious. I can do a video on that. I mean, it's really good. So I'm just restocking that one that I used. I always keep like a muffin mix because it's easy, a quick weekend breakfast for the kids. And Martha White, it's cheap and it's easy. I got another measuring cup because in my mind you can't have too many measuring cups. I have some ginger puree. I use that a lot and when I make kind of Asian dishes. And like, I need a little bit more baking powder. I always have a backup of these things, of baking things. I always have a backup on hand. Some milk. My son drinks whole. We all use whole milk in our house. Peppers. I mean, it's really kind of basic stuff. This was last week's order, or maybe the week before. I gotten some ribs, because I made ribs and potato salad and collard greens for a meal during the week. That's pretty much it. So the order total for this was $143.11. My cap that I use for a family of 6 for a weekly grocery budget is $150. Usually what happens is I'll do like $150 for 1 week, and then the next week it's probably going to be like around $100, maybe $125. But I try not to use $150 every week, but that is our budget, so we can. I just try and save a little. So with the stuff that I have in our pantry and the stuff that I got in the grocery list and, you know, that I have in our fridge and freezers, I put together a meal plan. Again, I just pull kind of from what I've written down, and I just go and make sure we have everything for it, and I adjust as needed. I don't really follow, I make my own recipes, and I usually don't write them down. The only time I write them down is if I know other people will want them, and then I write them down, but that's really it. I just do it to how we like it and to our taste. So see if I can zoom you in and not make anyone nauseous. Let's see. All right, so Monday we're gonna do some roasted curry chicken. So I have drumsticks in my freezer and some chicken drumsticks. I also have some chicken, like bone-in, skin-on breasts. So I'm gonna rub them down with some curry, some garam masala. I used to like to use a hot, like a spicy curry. So garam masala, some turmeric, probably some coriander, some cardamom. Rub them down, get them all nice and delicious and coated in the dry rub, and I'll roast them. Use some buttered rice, because what's better with spicy food? And if I'm gonna make Indian food, I want it spicy. Some buttered rice, and then I'm gonna make some lentils that have carrots and parsnips because I have both of those in my fridge and I'm gonna use them up. And then on Tuesday, I have some frozen mussels. In the mountains of Virginia, you're not gonna get fresh mussels. They don't exist. So I have some frozen ones, perfectly fine, no problem using them. And I'm gonna make them I'm gonna steam them in like white wine and butter, make it a little bit spicy with some crushed red pepper. Very simple, very easy. Some garlic, lots of garlic. My dad won't be, he's coming on Monday to take me to I have chemo on Tuesday this week. So he won't be there. He'll probably go home Tuesday afternoon after we get back. So I know he doesn't eat seafood, by the way. He's really picky about meat too. He prefers just chicken. So he won't be here, but this is a super easy, like literally 10-15 minute meal right here. And that's what I'm looking for after chemo. A lot of times I'll do something in the crock pot, which is what I did last week with that chicken, that Italian shredded chicken. This is something super quick, super easy. I can pull the mussels out from frozen, cook those, and I'll do it over some fettuccine. I'll probably do some rice for my husband because he's not a big pasta person, but we'll see what he wants. Some garlic green beans, again, super easy. What I'll do, especially if I'm kind of making things quickly, is I'll take some frozen fine green beans, like the grocery, the Giant or Walmart brand, throw them in the microwave for a little bit to steam them, but not cook them all the way through. And I'll put them in a pan with some melted butter and some fresh garlic and saute them to finish them off so they can kind of absorb the butter, and salt, pepper, whatever you want on them. Easy, quick, no thought involved. And some crusty French bread, because why would you not have crusty French bread when you have a delicious seafood broth with the white wine and butter? So of course you need crusty bread. Don't be ridiculous. So Wednesday, I have some frozen catfish I'm gonna use. So I'll do some fried catfish, some tomato grits. A grit recipe is gonna be going up next Sunday, and it's my breakfast grit recipe. So I might actually film this because this is the tomato grits are gonna be like a savory, well, like you would use for shrimp and grits or something. So instead of I use dairy in my breakfast grits instead of water. So instead of using the cream and milk and stuff, I'll be using broth, and I'll be roasting some tomatoes for that. So I might actually film that day just to show you how to make those. And some what I call cracked corn salads. It's just you can use fresh corn or frozen corn, whichever one you want. And put together a salad. So actually that might be a good day. This is a perfect like summer. We need some greens. What do we have for green vegetables? Might just do some broccoli or something because we need some greens to go in there. We'll see how generous I'm feeling. Thursday, we're gonna do some Creole chicken wings. Again, I have some frozen chicken wings in my freezer, or obviously they're frozen. So I'm gonna do some good Creole seasoning on there, and you'll see here where it says mumbo sauce. Well, hopefully what I'll do is I'll actually put a screenshot of this menu up at the end of this. So if you want kind of be able to read it and go through it at a slower pace, you can. Mumbo sauce is a Washington, DC thing. if you're in Washington State, probably not gonna know what it is. This is a 100% DC thing. Think of it kind of like a sweet and sour sauce. So I'm gonna make some homemade mumbo sauce, do some macaroni salad, because when you have something spicy, again, we love spice in our household, my husband and I especially. His seasoning of choice is sriracha. So it's great to have something cool, just like in, if you have a tzatziki, when you're having something like a Greek food that has some spice to it, like gyros, you have that nice cooling mechanism afterwards. So you can eat this great spicy stuff. It doesn't blow your top off because you kind of take a bite of cooling macaroni salad or some tzatziki, or if you're eating Indian food like a raita. So it's just actually, tzatziki and raita are both yogurt-based dishes, which is perfect because they have the kind of tartness, tanginess too, that'll help cut the heat. So macaroni salad, I'm gonna use obviously there's mayo in that, the mayonnaise in there to kind of cut the heat. Delicious, plus also it's macaroni salad, it's carbs, inherently good. And some bacon and honey braised Brussels sprouts. These are a great one. I have some fresh Brussels sprouts at home. So these are a great, easy thing to make. They're delicious. Bacon makes everything better. Always have bacon. And then on Friday, my husband was going to get the other 3 kids from their moms on Friday. So I'll probably just eat leftovers. It'll just be us at home. So that's our menu plan for the week. And something I always try to do is kind of have, because we do eat just about any kind of meat. My husband won't eat lamb, but other than that, we eat just about any kind of meat. I always try and have variation. So you'll see I have 2 chicken, 2 seafood, which is just coincidence. And then I usually try and have a beef or a pork. So like next week, you might see us have 2 beef and a pork and a chicken. I just always try to keep it rotating. That way we don't get tired of something. Plus also trying to have kind of a different cuisines throughout the week. So you'll see that we have something Indian here, this mussels and white wine, kind of very traditional French, Italian, Mediterranean dish, fried catfish, welcome to the South, and some Creole chicken wings, again, welcome to the South. So I try to have some variation because I don't want to eat the same thing every day. I'm a good Southern girl, but I don't want to eat fried chicken every day. I could eat fried chicken every day, but I shouldn't eat fried chicken every day. So that's how I do my menus. And then also, I don't have it on here, but so Saturday and Sunday I do plan out for as well, since the kids are here, and I try and make a more kind of kid-friendly menu. And also my in-laws are going to be coming this coming Saturday, which is the 1st of May. And so we're going to have just something that's quick and easy. Well, not really quick, but it's easy. We're going to have meatloaf and mashed potatoes and some green beans. And then I'm going to make a dessert. It's called a chocolate Eclair Dessert. It's delicious. That's like I always had it growing up in the South. It was at just about every church function. It's really easy, delicious, like graham crackers, pudding mix. It's really good. So kind of the same vein as banana pudding, where you have like the pudding mix and you have the carb, which in Eclair is graham crackers. And obviously in banana pudding, it's vanilla wafers. And then you have chocolate on top, like a melted chocolate on top, and you just Cool Whip and everything. They're really good. So that's our menu for the week. If you have other questions about kind of how we do our grocery shopping or how we budget, how we figured out our budget, things like that. And then also if you want this to be kind of a running theme where I do this every week, because this is easy. I do this anyways. This isn't adding anything on for a vlog. I'm happy to do that. So hope you enjoyed. Hope this was helpful. Maybe gave you some ideas if you want to see my running lists of what I make, or kind of ideas that I have for meals. I'm happy to provide that. So hope you enjoyed. Hope to see you next time. We post every Sunday here at 5 p.m. Eastern time. So I hope to see you soon. Thanks so much. Bye. How do I wave? Bye.